I did script to give you this whole basic intro, but I'm gonna be honest, that's just a waste of your time. So I'm not gonna waste your time, and let's get straight into the video. What are these things that I'm talking about that are gonna jumpstart your success? These things are systems. It was the middle of June a few months ago, and I was feeling a little lost in life. This feeling was slowly looming over my consciousness, but I wasn't really able to articulate it the way that I am now. But I did know that I was somewhat directionless and looking for an answer. This is when I found a video about a guy talking about a system he implemented into his life to see success. That system was 5 different protocols that he had set to follow every single day to make progress in different skills that he was wanting to improve. A few days later, I'd set 5 protocols that I was going to be following for the next 30 days. This is what jumpstarted my self-improvement discipline. I had an exact list to follow, meaning I knew what to do and the next step to take in order to actually improve. What is a system? Well, you might have a vague idea of like what a system is or something. I'm sure most people maybe heard that term before. A system in the context of self-improvement is an interaction between two things, especially habits. You put it together in order to achieve something. The first major importance of actually implementing systems into your life, as you could probably tell, is achieving something faster. If you want to achieve something faster, then you're going to do whatever you can to actually achieve this thing. Implementing systems will allow you to do that because you're putting something into your life, making it easier to achieve this thing, right? Making it faster, easier, more efficient, making more progress towards it. You feel better, things get done faster, and you actually take action. You really have something exact to follow instead of a goal you want to reach. Goals are good, but systems are great. Goals give you somewhere to go, but systems give you the direction to get there. Another important reason you need to implement these things into your life is because it'll make it much easier for you to do your work. Like how you don't have to think about how long, what time, what work you have to do, and that's what I mean. Having something that is set in stone that you can just look at and follow will make it so that way you can spend all of your energy actually doing the task instead of trying to prepare for it. This literally makes it easier to be disciplined because doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, is easier when you have something set in stone physically and mentally showing you exactly how to do that hard work. Number 1, a daily to-do list. A daily to-do list is very important for your success because it lays out each individual task that you have to do, making it so you don't even have to think about it. So it's really easy to just choose exactly what to do and then do it without having to spend brain energy thinking, oh, maybe I should do this, and then you get distracted, then you're trying to multitask by writing out a little thing or replying to an email, calling somebody, and next thing you know, you're just back to watching YouTube or TikTok again. I'm gonna give you something you can do right now to see progress in the immediate future. Go on your phone or computer or wherever you write your notes at usually, and then make a folder or section for daily to-do lists. Write down all your tasks for tomorrow, then label any of them with a 1 that are urgent, meaning that anything that you have to get done soon, maybe it's not very important, but for some reason there's some sort of deadline on it, or you just really need to get it done soon, this task is going to be labeled with a 1. That is going to mean urgency. Next, label other things that are very important. Maybe there's not a deadline, but it's super, super, super important for you to get done for your success. Label that with a 2. And maybe if there's some that are really important and really urgent, then label those with a 1 and a 2. Anything that is not labeled with a 1 or 2, honestly, just don't do those tasks. Get those tasks like out of there. There's no point in doing them. Anything labeled with 1 and 2, make those your priority task. Now I'm going to give you the secret to maximizing the efficiency of this particular system. Right before you go to bed every night, I want you to grab your phone or go into your computer, whatever document that you have that is going to be this daily to-do list note, you are going to make a new one for the next day, right? I got my bed like right over here. I got my bed right there. And right before I go over there, I'm sitting here in this seat, filling out my planner, my daily to-do list, and a few other things. Then I take a shower, go over here, and stretch and go to sleep. I've done it myself for, I think like 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, it's been a minute. So you definitely should do the same. It's probably the highest leverage time you can do it because you're not spending any of your like brain points on the hard work that you need to do. But if you want to know why you should do hard work earlier in the morning, watch my morning routine video. I'll put it as a card wherever. After you make this daily to-do list, do these tasks in rank, right? So you don't have to put a 1 and 2 every time, but just put the more urgent and important tasks at the top, and the ones that aren't important or urgent at all, don't do them at all. You also want to find a time to do all these tasks, which leads to the next system I'm going to talk about, to the schedule for your day. I think I've talked about this about 104 times before. A schedule is very important because this allows you to plan out your time in the most efficient way possible, enabling you to leverage your time for your success. If you want an in-depth explanation why this system is super important, watch this video. I'll have it as another card wherever. It's like a 7 or 8 minute long video. If you want to put it on like 1.5 or 2 times speed, it should only take you like 4 or 5 minutes. Now again, I'll give you something that you can do right now to see like immediate results and progress, like right now. Like do this, and then the next day you'll be like, wow, my life is so much easier. Go on a scheduling app. I recommend the Google Calendar app. That's what I use, but you probably have some sort of app, whatever app it is that you can schedule your days in. First, you want to start with times you eat and times you wake up and go to sleep. Try to make those very consistent throughout the days. Actually, like if you click on the task, then you can make it a recurring task and make that recurring every single day. And put any like set activities you have, like school or sports or whatever that stuff is, and put that up and make that recurringly. You can customize it to be like once a week or 3 times a week or on these specific days during this week, you know. Once you do all this, then you can start to structure your other things around this, and so you can maximize the efficiency of your day. You may not believe you can actually like create this system because you think you have some sort of something in the way, some tiny little thing that doesn't actually really matter. It's just some little BS. But the point is you might actually think you can't do this. And honestly, if you think that you can't do it, well, start to contemplate. Is that thing that you think that's taking up all your time, is that really worth doing? Is the cost of doing that too high and the returns aren't high enough to the point where it might not actually be worth your time? Just think about that and start to contemplate, are these things worth your time? And if they truly are, but for some reason it makes your schedule out of whack and you can't make consistency for whatever reason, try the best to schedule the rest of your days as consistent as possible, because having a structure to your routine every single day is very important. Because being consistent and really utilizing your time in a consistent fashion will make it so that way your brain and body kind of get more into a flow, and then once it does this, your sleep will get more in check, having better sleep. It's just really this compounding cycle, and then within the next few months you'll be like 100 times better person with 1,000 times the result. To see the most success with this, have your calendar in your face as much as possible. What I mean by this is like have it up on your computer as a tab constantly. Have it on your phone as a little widget. You can put it up on your first thing as soon as you open your home page. This is where the mental aspect comes in to maximize your efficiency and progress in this. You want to have what's called a growth mindset. A growth mindset's where you're going around tackling challenges because you know that these challenges and hardships and all that you're going to face is going to show you progress and what's going to make you a better, hardworking, and overall higher value individual. And by doing this, including maybe when you start trying to follow a schedule, will give you the right mindset to have when following it. Keeping this at the forefront of your mind will actually give you the direction to follow a schedule and eventually give you the direction to follow other things in life. Because indirectly, doing these kinds of things and staying disciplined will impact the rest of your life in so many great ways. Next, a habit tracker. This is system 3, the third system that I was talking about. This is very important because it keeps you accountable. It shows you how much you have to do and when you have to do it. Implement these habits into your daily to-do list and then implement that into your schedule. For example, if you have a morning routine and you need to meditate, or you want to get meditating done, start meditating every day. Put meditation into your morning routine, set that as a certain time, check that off as soon as you're done. Boom, you already got one of your habits done in the day. If you implement it like this and the rest of your habits throughout the rest of your day, you'll find that it's much easier to get these done, and you're keeping yourself accountable because you got to check off these boxes every single day. For this, get something to track your habits instead of having to remind yourself, because imagine you have like 4 or 5 different things you're trying to do every day, and what ends up happening is you forget them. I know, I've been there. Even if you think you're going to remember them, you are not. Get something that you can actually track your habits in. It could be something like a Google Sheets document or a Notion page or whatever, which I actually have completely for free done for you in my Discord server, which will be the first top link in the description. When you go to join the server, there's going to be a resources category, and then go to there and then go to the Systems for Success channel, and you will find it completely done for you. So I'm going to go over some beliefs you might face about these things. You might have been thinking to yourself as you've been watching this video. So something like, oh, I can't put the schedule. I can't start a schedule because I have too many other things going on. Like you really can't do it. Well, if you believe you have other things going on and that's why you can't implement systems into your life, and take my word for it when I say you can and you should. Hear me out. You hear me out here. Putting these systems into your life will actually make it so you can do more of these other things that are going on. Telling yourself that you can't implement these systems because you have too much stuff going on is only limiting your ability to become successful. You need to take sacrifices in the present to become successful and make long-term progress. Another thing is you don't want to implement systems so you aren't going to, or some other random arbitrary thought, like you don't want to do it because I got this next thing next Tuesday that might implement, like make me like fear to whatever this like weird little reason is, right? All right, sorry for calling it weird, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like some reason that you got in your brain that you don't want to do these things. But the funny thing is that you actually do. But these obstacles blocking your view of success have been placed in front of you by other people. Like an obstacle course. You have to figure out the exact way to get to the obstacle course and not fall off or get stuck so you can make it through. That's kind of like your journey to success. There's going to be many obstacles and mountains blocking your view of your success, but figure out how to get around these mountains, jump over these obstacles so you can become successful. So I'm going to be honest, I think that everyone should follow a schedule no matter what. And some people will tell me that they can't follow a schedule, they want to be spontaneous and they want to go off and do whatever. But I think that everybody should be following a schedule if you truly want to like see success and progress in what you want to do. And I don't think there's anybody sitting there with literally 0 ambitions or 0 goals and nothing that they want to get done in life. I mean, I genuinely don't believe that there's somebody out there who's sitting there and be like, nah, I don't want to be successful. I don't want money. I don't want to get stuff done. I don't want to make progress. I want to sit here and be a bum, right? Everybody has some sort of ambition and goal to do something. So that's why I believe that you need to create a schedule for your day so that way you can actually track your time and figure out what are you spending your time on and why are you not making any progress. You're making no progress and you wonder why and almost give up on your goals and ambitions. Instead, actually take action with this and start to learn how to manage your time. And that makes me believe that most people are really not truly living to their full potential because they're just lazy and they're not disciplined. Some people will say, oh, I'm not lazy, I should get time to relax and do this and waste more time and spend more time doing useless stuff that doesn't help me. Well, yeah, maybe you should get time to relax, but this relaxing stuff that you're gonna do, well, you're going to go play video games and spend time honestly scrolling on YouTube and doing this. That's actually stimulating your brain even more, wasting time on TikTok knowing you could be doing something better with your time. If you truly need to relax, you just worked 12 hours, you've been working out 2 hours every day for the past 3.5 months, and then you went to some marathon and you ran it like 4.5 times. And maybe if you did that, yeah, go take a walk or, I don't know, drink some water and take a nap or something. But that's gonna actually relax and rest your brain. These video games, social media, and all this relaxing stuff, what that does is that stimulates your brain even more, making it more fried, making it harder to actually be disciplined and get stuff done. So you're not going to be living to your full potential even in the slightest. You might as well cut all that stuff out because it's not going to benefit you. And maybe you might say, oh, well, it doesn't matter, not everything has to benefit me, not everything, shut up. Honestly, I'm going to tell you to shut up. Because why don't you want to do anything that you do has to, should have some sort of positive benefit. Why would you not want that? That's just dumb. You're rationalizing against yourself. You're arguing against you. I'm trying to help you and you're being like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to live to my full potential. I don't want to be successful. I'm gonna be a bum and go sit and play some video games. And that leads me to another point. A lot of people will limit themselves from actually doing things because, oh, that's not who I am. Man, that gets me every time when somebody says, oh, that's not who I am, I don't feel comfortable with it, I don't know, whatever. This is just you not committing and you're limiting yourself from doing something because you're saying that's not who you are. People change all the time. Your personality is constantly changing based on your experiences, your environment, people around you, all this stuff. You're always changing as a person. So don't limit yourself from doing anything at all by saying, oh, that's not who I am. I'm not going to follow a schedule. I'm not going to start a morning routine because that's not who I am. Oh, okay. It's like you're arguing against, you're trying so hard to fight against you, but it just doesn't make sense. Start doing stuff so that way you can actually make progress. Of course there's a lot to take in from this video. It's probably going to be really hard for you to really implement this, but just because something is hard doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Take the initiative to start doing what I'm telling you to do and implement, genuinely implement what I'm asking you to do and what I'm telling you should do. I know you should because I've done it, and I know you don't want to be sitting there wasting more time scrolling on. Truly, don't try to rationalize and convince yourself that you do. You don't. You don't want to sit there being lazy and not making anything of yourself and wasting your life away. Everything always comes down to sacrificing the now. The longer you do that, the more results you will have because of them compounding. If you start now instead of starting a year from now, your results are going to be 10 times the amount because of the compounding effect. So when you start here or you start tomorrow, well, maybe you both start here, and then you both start here and here, but then all of a sudden this one's already here, this one's here, and the next thing you know, you will be a lot more ahead. The earlier you start in life, the more progress you will make. You must delay gratification, or in this context, you must take action on what I said instead of taking the easy route and not doing anything so you can pretend to do work while you're coping, wasting time, watching more self-improvement videos. Instead, actually take action on what I'm doing. I mean, I was in that similar situation too. For years, I sat there watching video after video and again and again and again, wasting my time away because I didn't have somebody to tell me what to do. I went through the failures and the mistakes of making mistakes by not listening to somebody else or not being able to take wisdom and knowledge from other things. So take action, learn, and implement all this stuff into your life. And right now, I bet you're being stuck in what's called paralysis by analysis. It means information overload. There's too much information being pushed in your face, shoved by me and this other guy, this other dude. Parents are telling you this, your grandparents are telling you this, your friends are telling you should come hang out with them and, do whatever you're gonna do over there. Right? You're just getting all these inputs and information. You want to achieve something, but you just don't know how. Trust me. Implement what I'm telling you to do. Watch my videos so you can actually get value from them. Don't be stuck coping and saying I'm getting work done by watching this next self-improvement video and then click off. Oh, then you're gonna click off. Oh yeah, I'll do this. Then you convince yourself that you're gonna do what I'm telling you to do, but you actually just click off mine, watch the next one. Then you go on YouTube Shorts, start scrolling, and I've been there. I literally still slip up on that sometimes. Not nearly as much as I used to, but the point is that I don't want you to get off this video and just go watching the next one and then watch the next one and watch the next one. Genuinely implement what I say and then you'll actually start to see some sort of progress. By me saying all this, I genuinely hope it gets you to understand. Just do the hard work and stay consistent. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.